Hello to the world. Peace, Paul Whittakin. Paul Whittakin returning to you with the universal law of numbers. And the universal law of numbers is something that represents the universe, and it's the universe that we live in. And I try and help to demonstrate that to you. And hopefully you will learn something by me doing so. So the first thing I want to point out is I'm going to just bring up this thing called the Fibonacci numbers again today. And the reason I'm doing that is not because the Fibonacci numbers are difficult to understand or that they were difficult to come up with, and many of you may have even come up with them on your own board in school playing with a pencil and numbers. And I'm sure thousands and thousands of people have. But what happened with Mr. Fibonacci was, Signor Fibonacci, was that he recognized that that series of numbers, it had a correlation with nature. In effect, it was a law of nature. And he was literally trying to count rabbits. And he put that 1 and 2 together, 1 plus 1 together, and made the 2. And since then, scientists have noticed that it's found throughout nature. Some even in the beginning or at different times postulated that it was the universal code of nature. But in effect, they were not correct about that, but they were onto something. It was a clue. And the clue was that it follows the 369 code. It follows this code right here. 258, 528, 714, 147, 248, 751, etc. And that is what I have also discovered about this universal law of numbers. Not only the Fibonacci numbers, but all numbers follow the 369 code. And I will help to demonstrate that for you today. But just to refresh people's memories, or maybe some didn't, didn't get it the first time, but anyway, Fibonacci numbers are so simple. It's just 0 plus 0 is 0, 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 plus 5 is 13, 13 plus 8, 21, then we get 34, 55, 89, 144, 233, 144, 233, 377, and that continues on to infinity. And what it's doing is it's following the 369 code. And I'll just demonstrate that quickly, and we won't dwell upon that. But by adding the numbers in the certain ways, you will see that it's following the 369 code. 693, 396. It goes like this: 396, 693, 39. This is the beginning: 339, 669, 339, 669, which is also 396, 693, however you want to look at it. So it has the 369 code with the 248751s, and that's just me showing it to you. You can do it yourself if you like. And the point being is that, like these other universal numbers, the important numbers, but not only those numbers, because literally all numbers follow the sequence. Euler's number, pi, phi, square root of 2, Fibonacci, they all fit into the universal law of numbers because they all follow the 369 code. And that's the important thing to point out. So, I will show you one way that we have always known about the 369 code, and it's always been kind of in our face, and we may have paid attention to it, but we probably didn't because it wasn't emphasized or referred to when we were learning how to count numbers and how to multiply them. But anyway, this is the multiplication table. And as you can see, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, followed by 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, etc. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 6, 12, 18, 24, always on to infinity, and that's the multiplication table. And it's the one we're all familiar with. It's the one that we learned in school, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Now, we can look at these numbers a little bit of a different way, and that's the way we look at it if we reduce the numbers. And what the result that we will get is we will get the 248751 code going across in each line. We will get the 248751 369 code going down in each line, and it will repeat itself, and it will go on to infinity. And if we want to look at it like this, we can. This is just the 3, 6, and 9 numbers. And I think you can see some symmetry, and I certainly do. And I'd say you are correct about that. Now, if we want to look at it with the 24875 2, 4, 8, 7, 5, 1 numbers, we will get a sequence that looks like that, and I think we can also see some symmetry in that. And if we put them together, we will get something that looks like that. And if we look at them with the 2, 4, 8, 7, 5, 1 numbers, we can also notice something. Just like the 3, 6, 9 numbers, they're also adding up to 3, 6, and 9. If we add 1 and 2 together, 2 and 4 together, we get 3 and 6 is a 9. If we go 4 and 8 and 5 and 1, we get 3 and 6 is a 9. If we do it going across for either way, it doesn't make any difference. We're going to get 3 and 6 is a 9, and it's going to be 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 6 and 3 is 9, 6 and 3 is 9, 6 and 3 is 9, and that's the 369 code. And that's just demonstrating to you how, they follow the universal code of the universe because they're the numbers and they're trying to tell us something. So, of course, if anybody ever came up to you on the street and they told you, well, that they have a theory of the universe, well, you would think they belong in the nut house. But at the same time, we do know how to count 1 plus 1 equals 2, and I'm just pointing that out. And I would have to say that this universal law of nature is a universal law of nature that encompasses all of the laws of nature, and it unifies them. And it unifies them in a very simple way. And that's what I'm trying to say. And I'm trying to share that with you right now. So what we're going to do is we're just going to look at an exercise that I did before once in the past, but I made an embarrassing mistake because I'm not the creator of the universe. I'm just somebody who's trying to observe it. But I need to correct myself, and I need to do this over, and you may find it interesting if you've never seen it. But anyway, I just take this universal law of numbers, and I take these numbers and I add them to themselves 9 times, and then I reduce them and I see what happens. Okay, so what happens is we're really just looking a little bit deeper into the code, and it just provides us with insight about how this universal law of mathematics, how this universal law of nature works. And what it does is it provides perfect symmetry. Now, as far as proof of this theory, just like, Leibniz's laws and of thermodynamics and Newton's laws of motion and Einstein's laws of quantum mechanics, they tried to prove them, but the proof really came with the application of them by scientists and mathematicians for the centuries, because they keep on repeating themselves and proving to be true over and over and over. And I encourage people to do that themselves. And not only mathematicians and scientists, regular people, because this is something that occurs in nature and you can see it all around you. And it will provide insight, and it will receive all of the affirmation that it ever needs. And I have complete faith in that because I believe in the universal law of numbers, because I believe in the universe and I believe in the God that created it. And he will certainly back me up on that. So if we do it with 149, we begin to see the codes. We see the sequences. I just reduce the numbers, but I get this sequence: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I get it 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I get it 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm going to breeze right through it. But what we're seeing is we're seeing the codes, 285. We know that's a code. And I can remind people of that who aren't familiar with the codes. But anyway, I will just continue. 149 in the universal law is followed by 779. And it gives us a sequence as well. 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now, I just did it with the first one in the group, but in all of them, you're going to get the same kind of sequence because the universal law of numbers is perfect symmetry, and it always is. Okay, so we'll go to the next number in the sequence, and we'll see what we get there. We get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we get in the middle 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and at the end we get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we get the 528 code. And we'll go to the next number in the sequence, and we're going to get 1, 1, 1, and followed by 9s, and then we have 1, 1, 1, and this is just the 248751 code. The one in that we're seeing there is from 741, otherwise known as 471, otherwise known as 741, because literally what they're describing are triangles that have points that are connected on those lines. So it doesn't matter which order that they are in. But it's describing something very deep and very, profound, and it's the way that these triangles are moving in this multidimensional space that we refer to as the universe. And if you want to see some of those triangles, you can certainly see them if you peer up in the sky at night and you start connecting the dots with the stars up there. The next number in the sequence is 17918. Well, this is 198765432 If we go for the middle one, we see 876543219, and the last one 876543219. And we'll go to the next sequence, and we see the 852 code, and it's the 258 code, otherwise known as the 852 code. And we go 4, 2, what do we go here? Well, 4, 3, 2, 1, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In the middle, we go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 9. At the end, we go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 9. And we'll look at the next one. And it looks something like this. It's 71976543219, and this is an 8, and this is where I made a mistake before. I don't know what I was thinking or what I was seeing, but I did make a mistake, but now it's been corrected. It's the 528 code, and it's the numbers 1 through 9, and we can see that. I'll just do this. 876543219. We got it in all of them. The next one in the sequence gives us these 4s. That's from the 741 code. And we get 174, 174, 174. That's the 471 code. And if we get to 729, which is a very important in the universal law of numbers, we're at this juncture at this point. We're going to get 777777. That's from the 174 code, and it's 777, 777777. And if we get to the next one in the sequence, we're going to get 489, which gives us 11111s, but it also gives us 471, 471, 471. And it's perfect symmetry because it's the universe, and it's the next number in the code is 119, and it appears 3 times, as we can see, 119, 119, 119. And it gives us 528, 528, 528, and it also gives us 13579, 2468. Those are the odd numbers and the even numbers. And it will give us the same thing, 2468, 2468. It also gives us if you want, you can look at that as the odd numbers and the even numbers. Okay? For the moment, we won't go over everything in its, entirety, but you can see that the symmetry is certainly continuing. Okay? Because it's occurring in each one of the lines. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. If you want to look at it like that, you can do it like that too. And we're getting down to the bottom line in the universal law of numbers code, and we get 777s, and those 7s are from the 147, 741, 471 code, but we also get the symmetry here. We get 1, 4, 7, 1, 4, 7, 1, 4, 7, and we get 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9. Well, excuse me. And we get it on the last one too. 369, 369, 369. It's the 369 code. And we get 4s when we go to the next number in the sequence, and we get 444, 444, 444, followed by 9s. So that's what that is. So the 4s. And now we get the 1s, and this is the last one in the sequence. And we get 1s, 1s, 1s. We get 7, 4, 1, 7, 4, 1, 7, 4, 1. And then what I do is I reduce it in its entirety. And I see what we had, because we had 285, 852, 528, and then the 1s, etc. I reduce them all. And I just do that, because the universe tells me to. And then I get 6s, 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 3s, 3s, 3s. And then I get 6s, 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 3, 3, 3s. You can see the 528 code. You can see the 741 code. And if I reduce them in their entirety, it's going to come up with something that looks like that. It's going to be the 6s, the 3s, the 6s, the 3s, the 6s, and the 3s. And we do understand that that's the 369 code. So the whole thing reduces to a 9. So as I've demonstrated in other exercises, essentially what this is, it is a 9. So back to the theory, just, take it for what it's worth. The universe, the universal law of numbers, the periodic table of mathematics, it's not only a law of mathematics, it's a law of nature. And it's the mother of all laws of nature. And anybody who's studying anything that has anything to do with science, you will notice that it's surrounding you in all of your activities, and I hope very much that you, observe that in your work, and you demonstrate to the world that all of these natural phenomena, everything that's occurring in nature, it's following this 369 code. And I'm going to leave you with that today. My name is Paul Whittekind. And peace.